Right now, over 1.3 billion people worldwide are smoking cigarettes, damaging their lungs with every breath. And there's something nobody's telling them. The damage isn't permanent. Your lungs can actually heal themselves. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, step by step, in a way that anyone can understand and follow. Let me start with the basics. Every single cigarette contains 7,000 different chemicals. Out of those, 250 are harmful to your body, and 69 of them cause cancer. Think about what you're breathing in: ammonia, the same stuff in cleaning products; formaldehyde, what they use to preserve bodies; actual poison; heavy metals; even radioactive material. And it's not just cigarettes. There's the smoke you breathe when someone else is smoking near you. There are toxic chemicals that stick to your furniture and clothes long after someone smokes. There's pollution from cars and factories, mold in your house, cleaning sprays, even a gas called radon that comes up from the ground into your home. Most people think once your lungs are damaged, that's it. Nothing you can do. But that's wrong. Your lungs can heal. They want to heal. You just need to give them what they need. Let me explain what's really happening in simple terms. When poison from cigarettes hits your lungs, it causes swelling. We call this inflammation. Think of it like a cut on your finger. It gets red, swollen, painful. Same thing happens inside your lungs, except you can't see it. Now, if you cut your finger once, it heals and you're fine. But imagine cutting that same spot every single day for 20 years. It would never heal properly. Eventually, tough scar tissue would form. That's exactly what happens in your lungs. When you smoke every day or breathe polluted air every day, that swelling never gets a chance to heal. It becomes permanent. Over months and years, your healthy lung tissue gets replaced with scar tissue. This scar tissue is stiff. It doesn't work like normal lung tissue. You start having trouble breathing. You can't walk upstairs without gasping for air. That's COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Right now, 12 million Americans have this disease, and many more don't know they have it yet. But here's what's really scary. These chemicals don't just stay in your lungs. They get into your blood. They travel to your liver, your heart, your blood vessels. Your liver tries to clean out these poisons, but when you're exposed every single day, it can't keep up. Your liver gets damaged too. Your blood vessels get damaged. Your whole body suffers. The key word is every day. One cigarette won't kill you, but one cigarette every day for 20 years? That's a different story. That's when permanent damage happens. This one is simple. You cannot heal your lungs if you keep damaging them. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. First, you need to plug the hole. If you smoke, you need to quit. I know it's hard. Nicotine is addictive, but there's help available. Talk to your doctor about nicotine patches, gum, or medications that make quitting easier. Join a support group. Call a quit line. Whatever it takes. If you can't quit completely right away, at least smoke less. If you smoke 20 cigarettes a day, try smoking 10. Every cigarette you don't smoke helps. If you don't smoke, stay away from people who do. Don't let people smoke in your house or car. If you live in a city with bad air, wear a good mask when you go outside on polluted days. Here's why this matters. Your lungs have tiny hairs called cilia. These hairs sweep out dirt, germs, and mucus. But smoke paralyzes these hairs. They stop working. When that happens, all the bad stuff just sits in your lungs and makes you sick. Stop the smoke, and those tiny hairs start working again. They clean out your lungs naturally. But they can only do their job if you stop poisoning them. You spend most of your time inside your house. If the air inside is dirty, you're breathing poison all day long. Indoor air is often more polluted than outdoor air. So let's fix that. First, clean your house regularly. Vacuum at least twice a week. Use a good vacuum cleaner. Dust settles on everything, and when you walk around, you kick it into the air and breathe it in. Mop your floors with hot water. You don't need fancy chemical cleaners. They just add more chemicals to the air. Second, control the humidity. Mold loves moisture. So does dust. Keep your home dry. Run a dehumidifier if you need to. Turn on the fan when you cook or shower. If you see water on your windows, your house is too damp. Third, test for radon. This is important. Radon is an invisible, odorless gas that causes lung cancer. It comes up from the ground into your basement. You can't see it or smell it. The only way to know if you have it is to test. Go to a hardware store. Buy a radon test kit for about $20 and test your home. If it's high, you can fix it. Fourth, throw out the chemical sprays. Air fresheners, scented candles, cleaning sprays, they all release chemicals into the air. Use natural products instead, or just open a window for fresh air. Fifth, get an air purifier. Plants are nice, but they don't do much. Get a real air purifier with a HEPA filter. Put it in your bedroom. Run it all the time. Change the filter when you're supposed to. This will remove dust, mold, and other particles from the air you breathe. Now, this is a technique that hospitals actually use to drain lung secretions using gravity. It sounds complicated, but once you understand it, it's actually really simple. Position 1, the back position. Lie on your back on a bed or on the floor. Put some pillows under your hips so your chest is lower than your hips. Now slowly inhale through your nose, then exhale through your mouth. But here's the key. Make each exhale twice as long as the inhale. This is called 1-2 breathing. Continue this for a few minutes. Do this in the morning to clear the mucus that built up overnight. Position 2, the side position. Lie on one side, rest your head on a pillow or your arm. Place pillows under your hip. Do the same 1-2 breathing pattern for a few minutes. Then flip to the other side and repeat. Position 3, the stomach position. Place a stack of pillows on the floor. Lie down with your stomach over them, keeping your hips above your chest. Fold your arms under your head for support. Do the 1-2 breathing for a few minutes. Hold each position for about 10 minutes. Do this 4 to 5 days per week. Just avoid doing postural drainage right after eating. This technique relies on gravity to drain secretions from deep in your lungs into the central airways, where your body can remove them naturally. Just like exercise makes your muscles stronger, it makes your lungs and heart stronger. It's that simple. Cardio and aerobic exercises, jogging, cycling, swimming, sports, anything that gets your heart pumping. Do 30 to 40 minutes 5 times per week. When you exercise at this intensity, blood flow to your lungs increases many times over. This increased blood flow heals damaged lung tissue and accelerates the entire detoxification process. And don't forget breathing exercises. These directly improve lung function and capacity. Diaphragmatic breathing, pursed lip breathing, and other techniques specifically strengthen your lungs and help your body expel toxins. Just search for lung breathing exercises online, pick a few that you like, and do them daily. Make it a habit. All right, now let's talk about supplements. And this is where we separate what actually works from the snake oil. Most people look for herbs that reduce coughing or decrease swelling. Those are nice to have, they provide symptomatic relief. But there are 3 supplements that are in a completely different league because they target the root cause, inflammation and free radical damage at the cellular level. First up, milk thistle. This is the heavy hitter, the big gun. Milk thistle, specifically the active compound silymarin, is one of the most powerful liver and lung protectants known to medical science. Let me put this in perspective. If you got bitten by a death cap mushroom, one of the deadliest mushrooms on Earth, the antidote they give you in the emergency room is intravenous silymarin. If you overdose on acetaminophen and your liver is failing, they give you silymarin. It's that powerful. Now, the same protection that works for your liver works for your lungs. Silymarin is a potent anti-inflammatory that works through multiple mechanisms. It stabilizes cell membranes, preventing toxins from penetrating into cells. It's a powerful antioxidant that neutralizes free radicals before they can damage DNA. It stimulates protein synthesis, helping damaged tissue regenerate. And it actually inhibits the inflammatory cascade by blocking NF-kappa B, which is like the master switch for inflammation. If you have COPD, if you're a current smoker, if you're a former smoker trying to repair lung damage, or if you live in a polluted area, milk thistle should be your first supplement. Get a standardized extract with at least 80% silymarin. Take 200 to 300 milligrams 2 to 3 times per day with meals. It works on both the liver and the lungs simultaneously, helping your entire detoxification system function better. Second, tocotrienols. Now, you've probably heard of vitamin E. Most vitamin E supplements contain tocopherols, which are fine, they're antioxidants. But tocotrienols are a completely different form of vitamin E that's about 40 to 60 times more powerful as an antioxidant. They're found naturally in rice bran oil, palm oil, and annatto seeds. But you can't get therapeutic doses from food. You need a supplement. Here's why tocotrienols are absolutely critical for lung healing. They don't just reduce inflammation, they actually prevent the progression from inflammation to fibrosis. That's the key. Remember, fibrosis is that irreversible scar tissue stage. Once you've got significant fibrosis, you're stuck with it. But research shows that tocotrienols interfere with the signaling pathways that trigger fibroblast activation and collagen deposition. They prevent scar tissue formation in arteries, in the liver, and in the lungs. They're being studied for use in pulmonary fibrosis, liver cirrhosis, and cardiovascular disease. Look for a tocotrinol supplement derived from annatto or palm. Take 300 to 400 milligrams per day. Take it with a meal that contains some fat for better absorption. This is not a quick fix. You need to take it consistently for months to see the protective effects, but it's one of the best investments you can make in lung health. Third, vitamin D. And I'm not talking about the pathetic 400 or 800 IU doses you see in multivitamins. I'm talking about therapeutic doses, 10,000 to 20,000 IUs daily. Vitamin D is so much more than just a vitamin. It's actually a hormone that regulates over 200 genes in your body. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory. It modulates your immune system, and it's absolutely critical for lung health. Multiple studies show that people with low vitamin D levels have worse lung function, more respiratory infections, and higher rates of COPD and asthma. Vitamin D helps reduce the inflammatory cytokines that damage lung tissue. But here's something most doctors don't know or don't tell you. Some people with COPD and chronic lung disease have autoantibodies. Their immune system is literally producing antibodies against their own lung tissue, attacking it like it's a foreign invader. Vitamin D helps regulate this autoimmune response and can reduce the production of these autoantibodies. Now, if you suspect you have autoantibodies against your lungs, and you can get tested for this, there's another supplement that can help. It's called pneumotropin PMG. It's a glandular supplement made from bovine lung tissue. The theory is that it acts as a decoy target for these antibodies. The antibodies bind to the proteins in the supplement instead of attacking your actual lung tissue, giving your lungs a chance to heal. Take it before bed on an empty stomach. Get your vitamin D levels tested. You want to be between 50 and 80 nanograms per milliliter. Most people are deficient. Supplement with D3, not D2. And make sure you're also getting enough vitamin K2 and magnesium, because they work synergistically with vitamin D. What you put in your body either heals or damages your lungs. It's that simple. Green tea contains powerful antioxidants that reduce lung inflammation and protect lung tissue from smoke damage. Studies show people who drink at least 2 cups of green tea daily have significantly better lung function. Vitamin D foods: salmon, sardines, eggs, milk, butter, and other animal products. And get 10 to 20 minutes of sunlight daily so your body can activate that vitamin D. Antioxidant-rich foods. These neutralize the free radicals that destroy your lung cells. Apples. They contain quercetin, catechin, chlorogenic acid. Red bell peppers, loaded with vitamin C and carotenoids. Turmeric. The curcumin in it is incredibly powerful. Blueberries. Some of the highest antioxidant levels of any fruit. Green leafy vegetables, lentils and beans, grapes, walnuts, garlic. All of these should be part of your regular diet. Your lungs are remarkably resilient organs. They want to heal. They're designed to heal. But you need to give them time and the right conditions. Let me break down what you can realistically expect. Within 24 to 48 hours of quitting smoking, your cilia start to recover. They begin moving again, sweeping mucus and debris out of your airways. You might actually cough more during this period. That's good. That's your lungs cleaning themselves out. Within 2 to 3 weeks, your lung function starts to improve measurably. You'll notice you can take deeper breaths. Walking upstairs gets easier. Your morning cough starts to decrease. Within 3 months, your lung function can improve by up to 30%. Your risk of lung infection drops significantly. Your exercise tolerance improves dramatically. Within 1 year, your risk of heart disease drops by half compared to when you were smoking. Your lungs continue to repair themselves. But real deep healing, reversing chronic inflammation, Preventing fibrosis, regenerating damaged alveoli, that takes longer. You're looking at anywhere from 6 months to 2 years of consistent effort, depending on how much damage you've accumulated. If you smoked for 20 years, don't expect to be fully healed in 3 months. But every single day of healing is progress. Every day your lungs are getting stronger, clearer, more efficient. The key is this: you have to start now. Not tomorrow, not next week when you finish this pack of cigarettes, not next month when you're less stressed. Now, today, this moment. Don't wait until you get diagnosed with COPD. Don't wait until you're coughing up blood. Don't wait until you can't walk across a room without getting winded. Your lungs are sending you signals right now. That persistent cough, that shortness of breath, that chest tightness, those are distress signals. Listen to them. You take once and everything's fixed. It's not a 3-day cleanse. It's a comprehensive approach that requires commitment and consistency. It's a combination of stopping the poison, quitting smoking or avoiding exposure, cleaning your environment, purifying your indoor air, and eliminating toxins from your home, moving your body, doing cardio exercise and breathing exercises to strengthen your lungs and increase blood flow, draining your lungs, using postural drainage to clear out accumulated mucus and secretions, eating right, consuming antioxidant-rich foods that give your body the raw materials it needs to repair damage, and supplementing strategically, using targeted supplements like milk thistle, tocotrienols, and vitamin D that address the root causes of lung damage. Do all of these things together, consistently, and your lungs can heal. They can regenerate. They can become stronger and healthier than they've been in years. But ignore them. Continue the same habits. Keep exposing yourself to toxins, and you're on a one-way path to COPD, pulmonary fibrosis, and potentially lung cancer. Those aren't scare tactics, those are medical realities. Your lungs have given you every breath you've taken for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, however long you've been alive. They've worked for you every single second of every single day without you even thinking about them. They've filtered out countless pathogens and pollutants. They've oxygenated every cell in your body. They deserve better than what you've been giving them. They deserve a fighting chance at recovery. The beautiful thing is, it's not too late. Unless you're in end-stage disease, your lungs can still heal. But the window of opportunity gets smaller every day you wait. The inflammation gets worse, the fibrosis progresses, the damage accumulates. So make a decision right now. Commit to your lung health. Commit to these steps. Start today with step 1. If you smoke, make a plan to quit. If you don't smoke, check your indoor air quality. Start there. Then add the other steps one by one. You don't have to do everything perfectly overnight. Just start moving in the right direction. Your future self, the one who can run upstairs without gasping, who can play with grandkids without getting winded, who doesn't wake up coughing every morning, who doesn't live in fear of the next COPD exacerbation. That future self is thanking you right now for making this decision. Take action. Your lungs are waiting.